winter in Australia is a curious thing. The cold creeps in slowly like a nosy neighbor peeking through the curtains, and before you know it, you're bundled up like a human burrito, drinking your sixth cup of tea for the day. But while you're wrapping yourself in 5 layers of clothing, your energy bill is quietly climbing Mount Everest. By the end of winter, your wallet looks like it went on a diet, an involuntary, extreme one. So how do we survive the frosty mornings, the icy evenings, and the kangaroo-shaped draft coming through the door without needing a second mortgage? You guessed it, clever energy-saving tips that don't require you to sacrifice comfort or sanity. Let's start with the basics. Heating. Heating your home in winter is like dating, expensive, unpredictable, and often leaves you wondering if it's worth it. But we can be smart about it. First of all, reverse cycle air conditioners are your best friend. They're not just for making your house feel like the Simpson desert in summer. In winter, they become heaters, efficient ones. They use far less electricity than portable heaters or bar radiators, which, by the way, are basically electric toasters for your legs. Unless you enjoy paying triple for your next bill, avoid those. But even the best heater will struggle if your house leaks warmth like a sieve. Which brings us to insulation. If your roof insulation is older than your youngest child, chances are it's not doing much. Check it, upgrade it, or throw an old Duna up there and pretend you're being energy efficient. Next up, windows. Ah yes, the rectangular holes in your wall that steal warmth like a sneaky possum in the pantry. Single glazed windows are about as useful in winter as a paper raincoat. Consider using thermal curtains. They're thick, they're dramatic, and they make you feel like you're in a Shakespearean play every time you open them. Plus, they keep heat inside where it belongs. Now, if replacing windows or buying fancy curtains isn't in the budget, fear not. There's a hero in the hardware aisle called weather stripping. It's like putting a scarf around your windows and doors. Cheap, easy to install, and saves you money. You can even use a pool noodle at the bottom of a door. Not only does it stop the draft, it also says, yes, I may be broke, but I'm brilliantly creative. Let's talk about floors. Wooden floors may be stylish, but in winter they feel like walking on Antarctic ice. Rugs are more than just hipster decor. They trap heat and keep your toes from freezing off. Layer them up. Go full Moroccan bazaar in your living room if you must. Your feet will thank you. And what about lighting? You see, it's winter. The days are shorter. The sun clocks off early like a lazy coworker. So you end up using lights more. This is the time to ditch your old-school incandescent bulbs. Switch to LEDs. They use up to 80% less energy and last longer than most relationships. Here's a fun fact. Turning off lights when you're not using them still works. It's not just an urban myth from your parents. Same goes for appliances on standby. That little red dot on your TV that watches you while you sleep? Yeah, it's quietly draining electricity. Switch things off at the wall. It's like giving your wallet a high five. Let's get into the bathroom. Nothing feels better than a hot shower on a cold day. But here's the thing. The longer the shower, the more energy and water you burn. And no, standing under hot water pretending you're in a music video doesn't make it any less wasteful. Get a water-efficient shower head. It reduces water use and the amount of energy needed to heat that water. You still get steamy drama, just with a smaller bill. Speaking of steamy things, dryers. Now, Australians are blessed with sunny winters in many parts of the country. So unless you live in Antarctica or a Harry Potter dungeon, hang your clothes outside. Dryers are like vacuum cleaners for your power bill. If you must use them, only dry full loads and use the sensor setting so it doesn't overdry your undies. Let's move to the kitchen. The magical land of food, fridge raids, and the occasional fire alarm when someone tries to cook toast. Your fridge is one of the biggest energy users in your home. Make sure the seals are tight. A leaky fridge is just a freezer with commitment issues. And don't overload it. A jam-packed fridge can't circulate cold air properly. You're not playing fridge Tetris. Let it breathe. When cooking, use your microwave instead of the oven when possible. It's faster and uses less energy. And when using the oven, don't open the door every 30 seconds to check if your lasagna has found inner peace. Every time you open the door, heat escapes and your oven goes into overdrive. If your oven has finished its job, leave the door open after cooking. Let the residual heat warm your kitchen. That's energy multitasking, baby. Here's one people forget: ceiling fans. Many ceiling fans have a little switch that changes the direction of the blades. In winter, set it to spin clockwise. This pushes warm air that rises back down to where you live, the floor. It's like giving gravity a helping hand. Another gem: Use electric blankets wisely. They're great for warming your bed before you get in, but don't sleep with them on all night. Unless you enjoy waking up feeling like a half-cooked sausage. Got pets? Don't laugh, heating a whole room for one dog is inefficient. Instead, invest in pet blankets or small heated pads. Let Rufus curl up in his own little sauna, and you can turn off the heater in the spare room he's been occupying like royalty. Here's a weird but effective tip. Close off rooms you're not using. Heating the entire house when you only live in one room is like wearing a raincoat in the bath, unnecessary and confusing. Close the doors. Focus your heating on the spaces where you actually exist. Another sneaky trick. Layer up. No, not the house you. It's winter. Wear socks. Wear jumpers. Wear that ugly hoodie you secretly love. If you're sitting in your house dressed like it's summer in the Maldives, you're doing it wrong. Make a hot water bottle your new best friend. It's cheap, efficient, and doesn't argue about what to watch on Netflix. Or go old school with a wheat bag, 90 seconds in the microwave, and boom, you've got a portable heater. Use timers for your heating. Set it to warm up just before you wake up and switch off when you're out. There's no need to heat a house full of empty chairs. Unless your furniture is cold and emotionally needy. Don't underestimate sunlight. It's free, cheerful, and surprisingly good at warming rooms. Open your curtains during the day to let sunlight in, and close them as soon as it starts getting dark to trap that heat inside. It's like inviting a guest who brings free snacks and then locking the door before they leave. And finally, get a home energy audit. Some energy providers offer free or cheap assessments that tell you exactly where you're losing energy and money. It's like hiring a detective for your house, but instead of solving crimes, they solve why your bill looks like you tried to heat the moon. Saving energy in winter doesn't mean shivering through the season with nothing but a candle and a hope. With the right hacks and maybe a pool noodle or two, you can stay warm, save money, and keep your sanity intact. And if anyone questions your draft stopper made from an old pair of jeans and rice, just tell them it's a bespoke thermal seal. Stay warm, save smart, and remember, nothing says Aussie winter like a mug of tea, thermal socks, and a battle against the energy bill.